Hey crazy friends.
Hey guys.
It's Jay and Francis with Find You Crazy. We are a family of 9 who travel full-time in our RV with 5 of our kids as we go around the country to see every national park. And in this season, we are in the Northeast and really loving it up there.
Yes.
In fact, in this video, we're shouting out to the little guys. We're working our way through all those little states up there. So in the next, within this week, actually, it's crazy when you get up here in these small states and you're driving around. Like yesterday, I think we had breakfast in one state, lunch in another state, and dinner in a third state.
It's so true.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so in the course of this week, we're going to be in Connecticut and Rhode Island. And so we're in Mystic, Connecticut and Middleton, Rhode Island. So we are really looking forward to checking out some of these little towns in these little states. Come along. All right, so one of the things that we really love about this lifestyle is the freedom to go anywhere. It allows us to see literally every nook and cranny of this country. Places that are just amazing. But one of the things that we learned it pretty quick in this endeavor, is that everywhere you go, there's more to do than you have time to do, and there's also more to do than you can afford to do.
At least for us, there is.
At least for us, yes. So, and that's something like everybody's going to run across. No matter where your budget's at, you're going to hit a limit to it, unless you're just infinitely wealthy. And if that's the case, and you're looking for some travel buddies, Find You Crazy. Or just give us a call.
Or maybe not with all the trouble we've had recently.
That's true. You might not
want to stay clear.
Yeah, never mind. But for most all of us, we are going to have, no matter where that budget top is, we're going to hit it. And one of the things that's really important to our family, and if you watched our channel for a while, you know, is being debt-free. Staying on budget, making a budget, staying on budget, and being debt-free. Our family's been debt-free for like 17 years with nothing but our house, and that has enabled us to do a whole lot of things. It's taken a lot of sacrifice and a lot of focus on that monthly budget, because that's how you make that happen. But the truth is, without having made those decisions to be debt-free, we wouldn't be able to do this lifestyle right now. That's what's enabled us to do this. And one of the things that you learn in doing that is a budget is not necessarily made by the things you say yes to, it's made by the things you say no to. There are just a point where you say, you know what, we want to do this instead of this. And this right here, this moment is a great example.
Yes.
So throughout the Northeast, which is where we're at right now, there is just a ton of stuff to do. And it's not all free stuff. Like when we were out west, we were hitting a lot of national parks, which are free.
Yeah.
They took most of our time. Like they were so big that it took 3 or 4 days to kind of see them. Here through the Northeast, we're going through a lot of states. In case you didn't know, Connecticut and Rhode Island, neither one have national parks. And so there's lots of other stuff to do. Like here in Mystic, there's an amazing whaling museum and aquarium, which we really wanted to do. We really wanted to see the kids to see that. It was going to be a great homeschool opportunity. But you know what? They cost money. And we decided that we would rather do something else. So in Washington, a couple videos ago, we were able to go to the Bible Museum. If you saw that, it was amazing. And we don't regret that at all.
Wonderful.
But we knew that saying yes to the Bible Museum was going to be saying no to the Whaling Museum. And we tried to work it out in our budget, and it just didn't happen.
Just didn't make sense.
It didn't, and that was kind of actually a relief moment, because like for a little bit there, we were right on the line of being able to do it, but it was really going to crunch our budget. And then a couple of things happened, and the money just shrank. And it was like, hey, well, there you go. The decision's made for us, and so we didn't have to stress about it. And so when that happens, you can do one of two things. You can have yourself a little whiny party, and you can just sit back and whine about all the things you can't do, or you can do what we do, which Francis is really great at. You get on the internet and find the free things.
Yeah, and it requires you to be creative. You know, your budget or your route doesn't allow you to be where you want to be. Find some fun, creative spaces where you can go.
Yeah.
And you can do that in your own home in your sticks and bricks. Maybe you're looking at us and you're like, wow, if I could just travel RV, then everything would be great. I could see all these great places. And you can be whining and complaining about being in a sticks and bricks, or being in an apartment, or being in another situation in your life. But you can start today. And this weekend, you could find a creative place somewhere around where you live that isn't maybe the tourist trap, but maybe it's a great hike that's free. Maybe you grab a picnic lunch and you enjoy a beautiful day on the beach by the lake or something like that. And so I would encourage all of us to not just look at what we can't do,
Right.
but we've said this before, but focus on what you can do. And sometimes, hopefully, we're going to find out those are some of the best memories, like Beckley that we were in, a place we weren't even looking for, ended up being an amazing place. And as we've journeyed, we found that to be true, that some of the things we thought would just be a roadside attraction have been memories that our kids have remembered and we have cherished. So we're hoping that this trip is going to be another one of those for us.
We're going to see. So over the next 5 days, we're going to be in both of these states, Connecticut and Rhode Island. And right now we have a plan, a full social calendar, if you will, that's not going to cost us a dime. We're going to go out to eat.
Yeah, we will go out to eat.
But as far as any tourist
attractions or anything,
we're not spending money on anything. So let's see if we can have some fun doing that. Come on.
Come on. All right, so we just finished our lunch here at the Sea View Snack Bar, right off of historic downtown Mystic, and it is wonderful. The food was fantastic. The view is even better, and there is a reason they call it Sea View, because you have an incredible view of the harbor, of all the boats and the ships right near the Seaport Museum. So there's the historic boats. You're right near downtown. Great location. Breezes coming off of the river over here, and it really is wonderful. The food was fantastic. They have tons of outdoor seating. Actually, that's all it is outdoor seating. Beautiful trees, and so I would highly suggest this. What do you think, Sky? Did you like it?
It was delicious.
It was delicious. We got our first lobster roll of this East Coast, the New England, and it was wonderful. So we're looking forward to lots more.
We had a pretty fun time in Mystic, just walking around downtown. The drawbridge that goes up like every hour was super cool. It was like 5 minutes late, which is funny, but it was still really cool seeing it go up and just walking around in the little historic downtown area. And then yesterday we did one of those great budget-friendly things, which is we stayed at our campground. We enjoy the amenities there. That's one of the beautiful things about camping is you get a new set of amenities everywhere. They're not all the same. Like the campground we're at now has no amenities, but the one we were at last had everything: basketball, putt-putt, a great pool.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. We just hung out at the pool. We met some friends. We actually had a watermelon and a campfire with them last night.
It was so fun.
So it was great, and it cost $0.
That's right. And we stayed at the Seaport RV campground, and it was really great. And we enjoyed that. Beautiful. There was hardly anybody there, so we had plenty of room to spread out. But today
we've come over to Rhode Island, which is only like an hour
Island.
drive. And we have heard about the beauty of Rhode Island, but honestly, we weren't ready for how pretty it is.
So I met with a friend, one of our YouTube friends. We got the opportunity to meet. And so we met for lunch yesterday, which was such a sweet surprise that she's up in the New England area. And she suggested that we come to Beavertail State Park. We've been to a lot of states, about 22 states so far. And I was unprepared for how beautiful this area
Rocky
of Jamestown and Newport.
Sailboats out in the water. It's just
it rivals almost anything that I've seen so far. I will tell you, this is breathtaking, beautiful. We're right here at low tide, so we're able to see way into the water and the rocks. So we're going to play on those. We're going to try to find some tidal pools because we're here right at the time when we can kind of see that. There's people fishing. There are sailboats just dotting the beautiful waters. It is breathtaking to be here. And so if you have an opportunity to come to the Newport or the Jamestown or Middletown, which is where we're staying
in Middletown, all in the same area,
all right here, you will be absolutely awestruck at the natural, rugged, yet incredible beach beauty that is found here. So we are so excited to go explore it.
We have super enjoyed our time here at Beavertail State Park. I mean, you drive kind of all the way to the tip of the park, and there's the lighthouse that's right there, and then it's just surrounded by all these rocks. We would definitely say look at the tide charts and make sure you come around or shortly after low tide, because that's when the water's way out. You can really scramble down on the rocks. All of the little tide pools are there, and so
we saw little crabs and shrimp and the little sea snails, and the kids were just able to walk around. There was tons of beautiful shells and different color algae, and it was absolutely incredible. Your kids will love it. It's free. We didn't pay anything for it. You can't right now. We were not here on a day that you could go up into the lighthouse or have a tour.
Right now.
So you need to check online. It's Beavertail State Park, and it's right outside or inside of Jamestown, Rhode Island. You will want to come here. Really gorgeous opportunity. Right now, we were here and there's hardly anybody around. So coming during the week, coming a little earlier in the day, making sure you get those tides figured out, you are going to want to come here. It is picturesque. It's beautiful. And this is probably
definitive Rhode Island.
Oh, and people say it is the Oregon coast of the East Coast, and it is incredible. So make sure that you put this one on your list, especially if you're like us, we're looking for budget-friendly things. This is your, and thank you so much to Stephanie, who is a native here, who let us know about this place, because I think this is probably one of our favorite days on our top 10 of favorite days that we've had so far.
So that's the end of this video, but it's not the end of our fun here in Connecticut and Rhode Island. That's right, we did it again. We set out to have some free fun, and we ended up having so much fun, we couldn't fit it all in one video. Well, I guess we could have, but it would have been like 45 minutes, and who wants to watch that? So we're going to pause right here and then pick back up next week with the rest of our fun. And so you really don't want to miss next week, because we're going on the cliff walk, which is pretty epic, pretty amazing. And guess what? It was free too. And then we have some other fun as well. So make sure you join us next week. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, we would love for you to do that. Just click right over there and check out subscribe to our channel. You can also check out some of our other videos. And then we also really want you to check out our new sister channel, Find Your Crazy Fate, where we explore the fate aspect of all the things we do on a separate channel. So you can find all of that right around me right now. And make sure you come back next week for the rest of our fun.